Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Surviving with Steve. So I'm starting things off today in the net roof because I want to improve my gold farm. That's down below, as you can see. This is my gold farm. If I go down there, I can show how it is and explain a bit what I will do. So here you can see the gold farm. It's quite a simple concept, just made out of two portal layers. The mobs will spawn inside the portals and go immediately to the overworld. So in order to improve, I'll need to break the bedrock to lower down the farm as maximum as I can. I'll change a bit the design, but the concept will still be the same. And what I'll do as well is to remove the side of the portals, because that can prevent plague spawning and reduce the rates. So by doing so, I'll end up with only a layer of portals on top of a layer of obsidian. The obsidian at Y level 0 and the portals at Y level 1. That's the plan. And to do so, I got some TNT between episodes, so let me just show that. So I'm here at the desert. Here are the two shulker boxes. I had to mine quite a bit of sand. Had to get 8 shulker boxes of sand. So had to dig out this area as well as this one. I don't know if it will be enough TNT to break all the bedrock, but it's quite easy. The mob farm can give me enough drops to craft TNT, so the gunpowder should not be a problem, only sand. And sand is just a bit annoying to gather. That's all. So let's start by destroying the old farm. So I finished destroying the old farm. I had to add a beacon as there was quite a lot of obsidian. It took me some time to do it. I got about 2 shulker boxes of obsidian, as you can see, and I've added resistance and regeneration, what should help me out destroying bedrock. Since I don't want to lose my guard armor, so I'll take it out, because every time the TNT explodes, the armor will very likely take a bit of damage, and if I don't pay close attention to it, I might lose the armor. I still have 3 layers to do. I removed 2 when I built the farm, so I just have 3. It should take me quite a long time because they are denser than the first 2 that I removed. But that's it, so let's start with the time lapse of me breaking the bedrock. So I'm here down below the nether. As you can see, it's quite a weird view, not usual, but here you can see the hole. Now that it's done, I've already built a potato suppressor that I'll be using to remove the border of the portals. You can see there's this line here of rails, and the way it works is just by updating a lot of budded rails at the same time, suppressing the update of the portal. This is not the most recent design. There are some that can auto reset. This one I'll have to activate it manually, so it might not have been the best option, but it works. So let me just show here how it does work. So if I place a block, a gravel on the top, you activate it by shooting the target block, break the block, the gravel won't fall in this state, and this is how I'll remove the obsidian from the portals. So now what I have to do is build an obsidian platform and put glass on the sides. So that's what I'll do, and then I'll come back to show you how I'll remove the border. So I finished placing the blocks here, the obsidian platform and the glass around. I'm not sure about the glass color. I may change it because it doesn't look as nice as maybe a darker color. Just to show the suppressor a bit better, so there is the target block, and if I follow this line, it'll activate the repeaters. If you look, there are only 0 tick lines, and once it's activated, all the rails here will be powered, but they'll be in a budded state in which they think they are powered, but they are not. And since I have another budded line, this one right here that goes all the way down, this rail will be budded, and once I update, it'll update this one because the rail update 2 blocks below, and there you can see the redstone that activates this line. So it needs to be at the same time as the update suppressor, so it does not update anything, otherwise the warrant would crash. But that's basically it for the update suppressor, so let me just show it in action. To start things off, I'll need some rails, as well as a few redstone blocks. This is probably not the best way to do it, but it's the way that I figure out, and it works reliably. So I should have no problem. So I first build a portal. By the way, this platform is 21 blocks long. That's the maximum length of a portal. And then I need to light a portal, place some rails. So I need to go back here and place a few more rails. This ones I will be using to slice the portal. So I need to power this one, and as you can see, that rail is not powered, so it needs to be like that. And then I activate the suppressor, I power this one, then I can break the bedrock. But as you can see, I now remove the border of the portal in that point. I need to activate the suppressor again. Get the target block right, yes. And now I remove this block, add a rail. Oh, it's wrong, I'll have to put it 2 blocks, a block further than the last position. Now I activate the suppressor, put it here, and now that rail should be powered. And now I messed things up. I had to break the portal on the other side, so let me just do it again. So I'm about the same position. As you can see, it's powered now. It doesn't make any difference if it is powered or not. I just need to be in the wrong state. And now I just need to break the other one. And as portals update horizontally, it slices horizontally and not vertically. And then I can break the top part, and then I just have the bottom. And I'll be using this because it will lower the maximum height, as the portal is at least 3 blocks tall. And now I'll have just a 1 block tall portal. Now that I've finished destroying the top part of the portal, I need to destroy the side obsidians, so I can make a totally borderless portal. Almost borderless because there is the bottom one, but I need it in order for the update suppressor to work. But now I need to put the rail a block back, and now activate the suppressor, put the redstone blocks 2 blocks ahead from the last one, and break the obsidian. So now that I'm back on where I was before, now I will do the things in the right order. So I place the redstone block here. If you count, you'll see that this one should not be powered, so that's right. Place the redstone block, update the rails. It doesn't matter actually, I think. But then I activate the suppressor by hitting the target block. And now it is activated. Now I remove the redstone block, remove the obsidian, and now it worked. But now it's a bit more complicated actually, this part. But then I'll need to make my own budded line. And to do so, I need to break some go up with the rails so they connect to the budded line that activates the suppressor. I won't need this one anymore, but then I'll need to go a couple of blocks back. In here, I'll actually have to make a stair, because the rail next to the obsidian will need to be budded in order for it to work. So I need to count 9 blocks away from it. So here it is. I place the redstone block, and as you can see, it is not powered. And now I just need to place 2 redstone blocks, one here, one here. Do the same thing when its rails are not powered anymore. And now I can activate the suppressor. Break the redstone blocks. And now I can break the obsidian, last one. So you can see the rails are powered, but they should not be. And then if I break, the portal does not have any borders anymore. So that's what I need, and then I just need to repeat this process. So now it is done. I have all the portals in the right state. I think I did it in about 2 hours, so it was quite fast and quite pleasant to do it as well. Not used to see those things in survival. It's actually the first time that I'm using the update suppressor in survival. I just did it a couple of times in creative to practice a bit and to figure out how I should do it, but it ended up going well. I had to change the direction of the rail that I used to break the first obsidian, otherwise I would break the portal that I did before, or I would have to do it the opposite way. But now it's done. All I need to do now is remove the suppressor, make the walls just a bit better, and I should be able to use the farm. So I've now removed the suppressor. As you can see, I've made the walls a bit better. I used snow blocks on top. On the ceiling there is only white concrete, so it's a bit different. And I changed the glass as well. It's now a dark glass, a black glass, so I think it looks better, especially from down here. And here, those mobs that you can see are actually piglins that got zombified. But now I just need to place some lava on the borders to make it should look a bit better. There's no need actually, but just should, as I had all this work, just make the farm. So here in the overworld, I still haven't changed the way that I sort out the mobs, and I'll need to do that now before I use the farm. I've added this platform just so I don't end up with empties or any random items down there, and I will be able to pick up any redstone blocks or obsidians that I wanted. So down here, the system, as you can see, it's pretty rudimentary, pretty simple. Can only deal with a couple thousand items per hour, as each slice can only deal with a bit more than 9,000 items, and I'll be getting way more than that with this new farm. So let me just change it and then I come back. So it's now done. As you can see, it looks a bit different. I had to change the way I sort out the mobs. So the way it works, let me just go a bit further away. So in the top, the guests will die. For the wither roses, they'll get trapped by the trapdoors. They won't get any. They won't get down. Then I have the droppers on the side to drop the gas tiers, and in the middle you can see there's some lava. That's for the magma cubes. They'll float in lava and get attracted to the iron golems, and the rest of the mobs will just fall down. And down there are some pistons to push the items. So as you can see, the items just get pushed to the center where no mobs fall down. I didn't should take that wall out because it'll cause some issues if I leave it there. But that's basically it for the system, and then I just had to add a few order streams. So back here in the nether, the glass is there because it helps with pack spawning, but I've built a new AFK platform, so that's the new one. I just changed the height. It's not ideal to have the AFK platform above the spawning spaces, but as you can see, I've added lava and rebuilt the mountain that I had to destroy a bit in order to fit the suppressor. But now that I have it all, I'll FK here for a bit and then I come back. So as you can see here, the farm, as you can see, I got quite a bit of gold. Not sure about how much time I AFK'd, but I got a rate creative backup using carpet, and it was about 830,000 gold nuggets per hour. And here you can see the farm working. It's actually quite a nice thing to look at. If I spawn a carpet bot here, so you can see the farm working. It works quite nicely. But I'll just show a clip that I recorded, because if I go to the overworld near the farm, I'll lag out my entire game. So let me just... So you can see the clip. I recorded it in a creative backup, and as you can see, the farm is super efficient. My computer can barely handle with the entities, so I need to be in the nether. If I stay in the overworld, I'll get just 10 FPS in the best scenario. So the farm is just amazing. I think it was worth the effort. There are better ways of making a farm as efficient as this one, but I just wanted to make it like that because it is the coolest alternative, at least in my opinion. I tried to make a way of using looting, but I was not able, with players at least, because the amount of entities is way too big. As you can see here, there are 800 entities at the same time. It's a bit less than that because some of the entities are items, but it's about that, 400 easily. But I might have a way of getting the drops with TNT looting by the nether. I'm not sure if it works, but if it does, it would be possible. I just don't really like it because it will use quite a lot of TNT, and sand isn't renewable. I don't want to make sand dupers because I don't think those are truly legit. And to run this farm, I would take a lot of TNT. But here you can see in the chests how many gas tiers I got. More than I'll ever use. There's some magma creams as well, a lot. Not as much as I would need to craft, to be able to use those to craft magma blocks in a reliable way. But gold, it's quite impressive. I basically, when the farm is running, then this entire side of the storage is getting gold constantly. All the chests here inside, it's almost that. And you can see that the chests are pretty much the same fuel level because, as I said, you get 140 gold nuggets per hour of this farm. So back here in the nether, I had to add a mechanism here to kill the riders, the chicken riders. So I just added a turtle egg back there and a quite sneaky hole on the side of the wall. It's quite hard to see it. Makes the farm quite clean. So there is one in each side. So, but that was it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed and see you in the next one.